Porto in Israele a scoprire un'altra cosa meravigliosa, perché in Israele, che sono sempre avanti, stanno lavorando sull'autoalimentarsi energicamente, ma fra poco lo scopriremo. Intanto guardiamo un momento un video su questa cosa.
We are standing here at the research park and Off.Grid Village of the Arava Institute. The Arava Institute is an environmental institution, an academic and research institution that established in 1996 with the mission of advancing environmental cross-border cooperation, where we receive products, photovoltaics of different companies, and we test them under the real conditions of the desert. Very high solar radiation, very high temperatures, sandstorms, impact of climate conditions in the performance of photovoltaic panels, soiling issues. There are hundreds of millions of people around the world who live in off-grid conditions without having the basic infrastructures, the basic need for power, water, or heating. So the goal of this joint initiative actually is to demonstrate Israeli off-grid technologies that can serve the developing world on water purification, water desalination, electricity production, fuel production that can be used for lighting and for cooking, all with renewable energy technologies, 100% off-grid technologies. This technology is called NUF technology. It's a technology that purifies water using nano filters that are used in the dialysis in hospitals. The company takes these filters, they sterilize them, and they use them to purify water. It's connected to a river or to a polluted water source. We just by hand pump the water from the river. The water passes through the filters and comes out clean and ready for drinking. This house, for example, is built from mud and from the date palms and branches. Everything is from local material. In this unit, we demonstrate actually lighting, natural lighting, and also the lights that are generated using photovoltaic panels. Even the photovoltaic panel that we use in this house is transparent, that allows the light to come into the house. These houses are used widely in Africa, as you can see in these photos. So we combine the traditional structures with renewable energy technologies. This simple biogas technology actually converts the organic waste into biogas. Biogas is a mixture of methane and carbon dioxide, and it's used for lighting and cooking. You just need to mix any organic waste with the water. You mix it, the mixture goes to the biodigester, the stomach of the system, and the anaerobic bacteria inside the system, which is a natural anaerobic bacteria, converts the organic waste that we put into a gas. And this gas can be sent to a home and can be used for cooking and lighting. And this is actually the gas that was used, that was generated from our food waste, from our animal waste, with a very simple process. It's a very simple technology that converts the waste into clean, renewable energy. Output of this system, also a liquid fertilizer that can be used for agriculture. A fertilizer that is very rich with nutrients for the plants. So this system actually serves as for two purposes. One, for energy production, and also for converting the grey water into water which is good for agriculture. This is a solar air heater that heats the air. The goal of this project actually is to use solar energy for heating buildings. This is our winter. We have a lot of sun, and we have to utilize this sun to heat our buildings instead of using electricity that's generated by fossil fuels. And this will help actually to mitigate the impacts of climate change. We have both academic and research programs. In our academic program, actually, we bring students from the whole Middle East, Israeli Arabs, Israeli students, Palestinians, Jordanians, and international students. We bring this group of students together to study the environment.
Io credo, Diretta, che visto che ci stanno seguendo davvero tantissimi giovani che o sono makers o vorrebbero diventare makers, credo che questo video che abbiamo visto dovrebbe essere un po' la metafora, il sunto di quello che stiamo raccontando in questi 3 giorni. Prima cosa, qualsiasi difficoltà non deve essere un limite, ma deve essere un modo, un'opportunità per studiare come risolvere la difficoltà. E questo credo che sia così nella vita in generale. E poi è incredibile la semplicità e l'umiltà con la quale questi geni, perché i makers sono dei geni a tutti gli effetti, riescono a raccontare e presentare le meraviglie che fanno. Quella casa che abbiamo visto, completamente autosostenibile, no? In qualche modo è un esempio. Io mi terrei la foto e direi, ok, quando credo che una cosa non si possa fare, penso ai nostri amici in Israele, penso a quello che abbiamo visto, è una meraviglia.
Hai ragione. Tra l'altro sei diventato proprio il mio Virgilio in Israele.
Sì, ti piace,
durante questi giorni, sì, non so come farò da domani, ma ti stresserò, ti chiederò di andare a scovare nuovi progetti. Andiamoci in Israele, andiamo al Kibbuz Ketura, dove appunto c'è Tareq Abu Hamed. Welcome.
Thank you.
Ciao Tareq. Ciao.
How are you?
I'm very well. How are you?
Quite fine, thank you. We saw in those days a lot of projects from Israel, but I want to ask you, why was this project, your project, developed?
Actually, we know that there are almost 70% of the world population live in the developed world, and there are like almost hundreds of millions of people who live without being connected to the electricity or to the water network. And we wanted to protect the environment by combining off-grid living with renewable energy technologies, such as fuel production from waste, solar energy, converting solar energy into heat, and also into electricity, purification of water. This will help for 2 purposes. One is to reduce the poverty of these off-grid communities, and also to minimize the environmental impact of off-grid living as minimum as possible. And also it has economical benefits. Instead of spending a lot of time collecting wood for lighting or for cooking or for heating, these technologies actually saves a lot of time, especially for women in the developing world. They can convert the waste into a fuel, into liquid fertilizer. It makes their life easy, safer, and much healthier. So it has a lot of impact on the daily life of people who live in these communities. And as you saw in the video, actually, these are very simple technologies that can be used also in regular urban areas, not only in off-grid areas in the developing world. So you can use it in Rome, you can use it in Tel Aviv, you can use it in Amman, in New York. It's very environmental friendly technologies. They can be small scale and also large scale.
Ecco, Tareq Abu Hamed ci ha spiegato come tutte queste tecnologie siano in realtà molto semplici, utilizzabili dappertutto e come stiano migliorando la vita delle comunità locali dei paesi in via di sviluppo, sul quotidiano, Rudy, perché poi ci sono dei problemi ordinari che grazie a queste tecnologie riescono a essere risolti, a migliorare la vita anche in termini giustamente di salute e sicurezza. Quindi parliamo di riciclo di rifiuti, di energia ovviamente che arriva dal sole, di capacità di ripulire l'acqua con tecnologie tutto sommato alla portata di tutti, anche come semplicità
Sì, proprio
d'uso,
come
ecco.
dicevi tu nel quotidiano, in ogni gesto quotidiano. Volevamo chiedere ancora, non so se è ancora collegato Tareq, are you still there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, we are curious to know what can we learn from this initiative, because we are really enthusiastic about what we saw before and what you are telling us now. Vorremmo sapere quali sono gli sviluppi futuri e cosa possiamo imparare soprattutto da queste iniziative, perché quello che abbiamo visto è davvero entusiasmante.
Okay, actually, the main thing that we can learn, and I really would like to share this with you. The whole world is a small village, and the environmental challenges that we face, they are global challenges, and we have to work together in order to solve these global environmental issues, mainly the climate change and the global warming. Introducing such clean, renewable energy technologies and including that in our daily lives can help us adapt and also mitigate the impacts of the climate change. We live here in the Middle East in a very dynamic region, and we have a lot of environmental challenges, environmental issues that they have the transboundary aspect. So each country cannot solve these environmental challenges alone. We have to work together with our neighbors, and this is what we do at the Arava Institute. We are experts, and we are good in transboundary environmental collaboration with our Palestinian partners, our Jordanian partners, and also partners from different countries around the world. Working together is the best way to solve these global environmental issues. We cannot use the political conflict as an excuse for not collaborating with each other, especially on environmental issues. Renewable energy is a great solution to eradicate and fight the poverty around the world.
Questo è uno dei messaggi più belli di Letta che abbiamo avuto in questi giorni. Quello che Tareq fondamentalmente ha detto è per risolvere i problemi del clima, i problemi che ci sono, che tutti abbiamo in tutto il mondo, l'unico modo è lavorare insieme, senza confini, senza barriere, senza scuse, senza politica di mezzo, ma lavorare insieme per cercare di risolvere questi problemi, ognuno per le capacità e per la forza che ha sviluppato. Tareq è un uomo veramente illuminato. Tareq, you said really great things for us. This is a great message. And I would like to add one thing, Tareq, if you have 2 seconds. No, voglio dire una cosa molto importante. No, ci tengo moltissimo. Si vede che è un uomo illuminato.
Da cosa?
Perché noi makers, noi illuminati, ci somigliamo moltissimo. Adesso non so se Cristina Redini ci può... Sorry, Tareq. I was saying that we look almost like brothers. Sembriamo fratelli. Guarda un po'. Cosa c'è di diverso tra di noi? Forse il cervello.
No, look, this is the impact of global warming. We lose
Questo è l'impatto del riscaldamento globale. Thank you very much, Tareq. Sorry, I'm silly sometimes, but scusami per la stupidità. Ho preso... lui è un genio e io no, è la differenza.
E tu ti ispiri, sì, giustamente. Thank you, Tareq Abu Hamed.
Thank you.
E tutto il Kibbuz Ketura.